first tip I have for you is to buy discounted food. So what I mean by that is like anything that you can find that's discounted, don't just, push it to the side and say you're not gonna buy it. Check the expiry dates, check the quality of the product, and if it's still good, I definitely would purchase it. One major thing that I like to do this for is meat. You'll be surprised to go to grocery stores, they'll have 30% off stickers, they'll discount it by 50% or more, all because the meat's going to expire in a day or two. So if it's going to expire in a day or two and it looks good, I will buy it, bring it home, put it all in different freezer bags and freeze the meat. And that way I save so much money on buying meat. I'm not buying it fresh to use like the next day. I don't even buy my meat that way anyway, to be honest with you. If I go to the grocery store and there's no discounted meat and there's just like meat on sale, I'll buy it, take it home and freeze it as well because I like to buy in bulk. Bulk saves you so much money, and if you find something that's discounted, it is such a good thing to buy. Don't be scared, just because it's discounted doesn't mean it's bad. You just need to make sure that the meat's still looking good. Sometimes like some grocery stores have very low standards, but the grocery stores that I shop at mainly have good standards when it comes to stuff that they've discounted. The only thing is that it's going to expire the next day or the day after that, so I just take it home and freeze it. Another thing I like to do this for is fruits and vegetables. If I am going to be using like a certain vegetable or fruit for a recipe that I'm making in the next 2 days and it's looking fine and looking, edible, I will buy it. Again, I have very high standards for that. If it's gross, I'm not gonna buy it, but if it looks good, I will take it home and use it in the next couple of days. Most of the time when they discount food, it's still good. If they're not gonna sell you something that's totally rotting, because they can't do that, they have to throw that stuff out. So the stuff that they've marked down is just things that are gonna expire in the next couple of days. So if it looks good, I will buy it. Another type of food that I do this for is bread. A lot of bread products, they'll stick it on a cart, mark it down 50%, and there's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's gonna just expire the next day. And just like meat, it's very easy to freeze your bread products. So I go ahead and buy those things, freeze them, and then when I need them, I just take them out, thaw them, and use them. Have for you is to shop the sales. So I like to go through the flyers at the beginning of the week, check out what's on sale. I don't like to go to multiple stores, so I'll pick the store that has the most things on sale that I'm needing that week. So the best thing I find is to either pick up flyers or if you get them dropped off at your house. Look through those flyers if you'd like to, but you can also get apps that have flyers on them. I use the Flip app. I'll leave a link to it down below, but basically it just has all the different flyers for my area, so I can quickly go through them. I can actually search for things in the search bar and see like where things are on sale. Another thing you can do is go and price match stuff. So again, with the Flip app or with your flyers, just bring them with you to the store. That's why I find the Flip app so much easier. And you can go to stores like Walmart and they will price match for you. So check for different stores in your area that might price match. Some grocery stores do as well, but you can just bring the flyers in and get the prices from other grocery stores. Tip number 3 is to pick cheaper grocery stores. Now, I was always against going to places like Food Basics. It's just basically a discounted grocery store where things are a lot cheaper than other stores, and sometimes quality lacks. But what I've learned is that if you shop at those stores, you just go on like the first or second day of the flyer, everything is fresh, and you get the same quality you'd get at any other grocery store, but for way, way less. So yeah, don't be scared to shop at those types of grocery stores. They have good stuff too. Tip number 4 is to buy in bulk. So I can do that at normal grocery stores as well. Sometimes they have, different bars and stuff that I want in bigger boxes, and if you buy more, you save more. But another great place to go is Costco. Costco saves us so much money. Yes, you go there and you spend way too much money, but if you think of the savings from buying there and like how much money you save, especially if the product that you're buying is on sale, it is well worth it. And even though there's a big overhead cost, in the long run, you end up saving so much money on things that you would be buying anyways. Tip number 5 is to do a once over of your cart before you go up to the cashes. And you don't even know how much money this has saved me over the years. I always do this. I always stop in an aisle and just kind of go through the stuff I have in my cart, make sure that I'm staying on track as far as my grocery list is concerned and the things I meant to pick up. And then I go ahead and I get rid of things that I maybe picked up along the way that I want to try, or stuff that was on sale that I don't really need. And it definitely helps you to keep within your budget. Tip number 6 is to meal plan. This is something that I don't do and I really should do. I haven't quite figured out how to do this yet, but I know there's a lot of helpful videos on YouTube about this, so I really should watch them and do it. I've done this a couple times in my life, like a few weeks where I'd gone and like planned my meals and went and bought the stuff, and I did actually save so much money because I used the stuff that was in my cupboards that that I wouldn't necessarily be using, and then I picked up just the couple of fresh things that I needed for the recipe. So that definitely will save you money, but it's a lot of time put into planning it, and I just don't make the time. But you should. That's definitely a huge way that you can save money and something that I'm definitely going to look into for 2019. My last tip is to not eat out. I know it is so hard and so tempting, but we try not to eat out as much anymore. For a while there, we got in a really bad routine of going and eating out and picking up takeout and stuff, and it's just way too expensive. It really adds up, and you can make such healthier options at home that cost way less money. So I try and do like a fun pizza night on Friday nights, but I'll buy pizzas from the grocery store that's a bit more affordable, so we don't have to go and eat out at a restaurant, end up spending extra money on appetizers and drinks, or ordering in and just spending a lot of money on pizza that we can make at home for much cheaper. It's just all about finding ones that have good ingredients, stuff that you find tastes good, doesn't taste like cardboard, and then you'll be set. But we definitely try to not eat out very often.
We need to start organizing our list in a better, more efficient way. The easiest way to do that is in order of your store. You probably know exactly where the cereal that your kiddo eats every day. You know what aisle it is, probably what side of the aisle, and about how far down, right? I mean, you're imagining it. You're imagining where the bananas are. You're imagining where your milk is and where your chicken that your family likes. You know exactly where those items are in your grocery store. Probably without even realizing it, you've memorized your store's layout. That happens. That's why stores spend hundreds and thousands of dollars every few years redoing their layout. Yes, it's to keep up with the times and to be more efficient and to be more streamlined, but in reality, it's to keep you guessing, because when you guess and you're not sure where you're going, that's when you wander, and that's when you pick up more stuff to buy.
Number 9 comes from Claire Glenda from Drink, Eat, Repeat. And she recommends shopping in the morning. And I think this is a fantastic idea, and this is something that I used to do a lot myself. When you shop in the morning, nobody is there. You literally zoom down the aisles. It is really quick and efficient. You're not dodging around people or worried that you might bump into someone when you're not maybe looking your best, because my grocery shopping outfit is pretty tragic. But because there's less people in the grocery store, you can actually see the specials. They're not all these bodies like blocking the signs. And as the saying goes, the early bird catches the first worm. You will potentially get the good bargains before everybody else snaps them up. And that is befriend your butcher. When you actually talk to the butcher and ask them like what's on special, what do they recommend, what's the best meat to be buying at the moment, they can give you some really valuable advice which can save you a lot of money when you go to checkout.